Hey guys, this is Jared aka Rickakazak bringing you another Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 video. And in the first part, the reason why I chuckle is because I think this is the second or third game I've used the tactical layout. In a previous video I had talked about how the tactical layout, I've been trying it out, I've been having some very good results with it and really enjoying the tactical layout. And every time at the beginning I'll like just jump up and down, try to get used to the buttons just because it's so new to me. I mean, I've never used the tactical layout and I've played COD 4, World at War, Modern Warfare 2, all of it. And I've heard it recommended several times. I just guess never got out of my comfort zone. And so that kind of brings me to the topic for this video, and that's improving ourselves. I know as a poker player, one thing I learned I started playing poker when I was 18, is no matter how good you think you are, you can always get better. Whether you're the best player in the world or the worst player in the world, you always have room for improvement. And so it's important in any sort of competitive environment to constantly improve yourself because your competitors are improving themselves. And so with Modern Warfare 3, what I've done lately is switch to the tactical layout. I've upped my sensitivity. I used to play on sensitivity 2, now I'm playing on 3, and I think that higher sensitivity has been helping me out a lot more. I hear a lot of really strong players like Hutch, C-Nanners, specifically Hutch. He talks about sensitivity, constantly adjusting, trying to find the right one, and I think that was an area that I've never touched the default sensitivity, and so now I've touched it, put myself out of the comfort zone, and again, I've been having good results. I think I'll stick with 3 for a while, but you know, I'll try 4 and 5, and if I don't like them, I can always go back, but just try to improve myself. And that kind of leads me to asking you guys maybe for some help. Tiffany, the reason why she asked me to upload commentaries was to keep her channel active, and she simply does not have the time to make YouTube videos. She likes doing it, she likes playing video games, she wishes she could. It's just, unfortunately, when, you know, she's got a full-time job, she's got, you know, bills and responsibilities and stuff like that. She's got to work overtime to make the bills. She's mentioned in a previous video that she started out as an engineer and now she's a secretary for a real estate business. Obviously, you know, real estate secretaries don't make anywhere close to the amount of money as engineers. And so what she was kind of hoping is if I keep the channel active, I keep posting, you know, videos, that sort of thing, maybe we can build up to the channel to the point that she can stop working overtime, just work a typical 35-40 hour work week and then make videos just like she was before, because quite frankly she's working 55-60 hours a week and she's just too exhausted to even play video games, let alone play, record, make the videos. And personally, I felt kind of disappointed in my role of helping her out as a friend. Since I've joined, her videos get a lot less views than her videos. Now granted, it's her channel, I understand she has a very good personality, that sort of thing, but I've been disappointed. She has less subscribers now because I joined, not more subscribers, which was obviously one of the points, one of the goals for me was to get her more subscribers, to keep the channel going, keep the channel active. And so my question to you is, without feeling like you're going to hurt my feelings, I know sometimes people will take constructive criticism very personal and it can hurt their feelings. Don't feel like you're going to hurt my feelings. Granted, it'd be nice if you weren't like, you suck ass, blah, blah, blah. But if you could maybe give me some pointers or some tips on how I can improve my commentaries, and maybe also at the same time grow Tiffany's channel, because that's really my goal. I don't care about the money. I don't care about any of that sort of things. You know, I have no aspirations to become a professional video game player, a professional YouTube guy. I just would like to be able to fulfill my role of helping Tiffany out, grow her channel, you know, introduce her to more people and that sort of thing. So maybe if you guys know of a good YouTube channel that talks about how to grow a YouTube channel, I would really, really appreciate that. Maybe if you guys would like to do dual comms with me so we could refer them to Tiffany's channel, that would be fantastic. Maybe my commentary style could use some improvement. So maybe I use words like and like and maybe just the word and too often, and maybe that's annoying and why some people aren't responding to the commentaries as much as maybe I was hoping for. Just whatever the case would be, any input I would really, really appreciate. Maybe volume settings, maybe the microphone, maybe I need to get a higher quality microphone. Just anything like that I would super, super appreciate. I'm not trying to be spammy begging like, oh, make sure you click the like button and the favorite and it really helps. No, no, no. Just how can I improve the video so they organically get more views just because people enjoy them more. So yeah, that kind of was a long-winded trying to improve my self-play, but hopefully one thing I've noticed is my scores weren't as good as Tiffany's. I mean, when I first started uploading to her channel, she was getting, 34 and 1, 28, 28 kill flawless, that sort of thing. Now that I'm using the tactical layout, I've adjusted my sensitivity. I think my scores are going to improve a lot, so hopefully that will self-correct. And now that I'm getting more time and more map awareness, also my quality, which corners to check, all those sort of intricacies of any game I'm starting to learn. So hopefully that's going to just naturally improve anyway. But anyway, enough about that blah 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 sad stuff. I wanted to talk to you guys about the Modern Warfare 3 Jeep ad. I don't know if you guys seen it, but I watch a lot of YouTube videos of other guys like Hutch, XCal, CNanners, Abe, Only Use Me Blade. I really like Only Use Me Blade just because he's kind of chill and relaxing. But I kept seeing the Modern Warfare 3 ad, and it got me thinking. Something you guys might not know about me was I grew up in northern Idaho, and I'm a little older, I'm 27, so when I was younger, the legal driving age was 15. So I think in Idaho now they've upped the age. I think it's like 16 to drive with a parent or whatever. But when I got my license, you could drive at 15, no parent, you had your driver's license. And so I bought my first rig when I was 12. It was a 1956 Dodge pickup. It was an old fire truck that I fixed up, and I ended up selling it before I even got my driver's license. I sold it when I was 14, so I worked on it for like 2 years. And then after that, when I was 14 and a half, I bought a 1978 CJ7, which, if you guys don't know what a CJ is, it's kind of like the predecessor to the Wrangler. So the first type of Jeep, which most people refer to as a Jeep, is like a Willys Jeep. Those are kind of the old, like World War II era, kind of very clunky, very uncomfortable to drive Jeeps. And then the next evolution of the Jeep was the CJ. So there's like a CJ5, CJ7, and the number referred to which kind of a CJ5 had a shorter wheelbase than a CJ7. So it was like a CJ7 was, a bigger vehicle. And the reason why bigger, I guess, was important was it was easier to drive, it was more comfortable to sit in, it was kind of more luxurious. It's kind of the evolution of when Jeeps turned from these rugged, you never drove them on the highway type things, to now you can drive them on the highway. And the CJ brand really kind of revolutionized that. And so I had a CJ7, and I put all sorts of cool stuff on it. I put 33-inch tires, I put a 3-inch body lift, a 1.5-inch shackle lift, so if you can imagine one of those like super jacked up vehicles. And if you don't know much about cars, 33-inch tires are pretty beefy. They're super beefy. They're like the mud swamp looking thing. They had the huge mud lugs on them, so I mean, they were $400 a piece. Nowadays, you can go to Walmart and you can get 4 tires for $400. I mean, these were some beefy, badass tires, and it was super fun. Put a stereo system in it. I used to cruise around town, and because I got my license right when I was 15, a lot of parents wouldn't let their kids get it when they're 15, or if they even would, they didn't have a car. But the reason why I got a car right away is I grew up in a small town that was actually about a 15-minute drive away from where I went to school. My town was so small that it didn't even have a school system. Heck, it didn't even have a gas station or a grocery store, none of that. So we'd always have to get bussed in, and if I had soccer practice, I couldn't take the bus, so my mom would have to pick me up. So it was just really handy for me to get a car early. So after soccer practice, after football, after track, I could drive myself home. My parents wouldn't have to pick me up. But man, I had so much fun into that. Unfortunately, we're running out of time. I kind of wanted to tell a couple crazy stories, like where I got stuck in the Walmart parking lot going off-road, and where I almost rolled it. Another time I blew up the engine. Me and my friends got so much trouble. But anyway, here's a pretty cool little final kill cam. Get it with the Reaper. But anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you got any tips or suggestions, I'd really like